welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Aaron. Wow, since the last time you saw me, I feel like I have so much more facial hair. Not a huge fan. Tried growing the beard up, didn't work. But anyway, today's Sunday, May 11th. It is currently 7:40 a.m. We are gonna go run 10 miles. So, yesterday, I worked like 14 hours. I started working like 10. I worked both jobs yesterday. I started working like 10. Didn't get home until like a little after midnight. So it's kind of a long day. I only slept like 5 hours. So, but yeah, we're gonna go run 10 miles. I'm gonna drink some coffee, hydrate as per usual. Same shit, different day, right? And then we're gonna go and get after it. We, nothing really changes. The only thing is, obviously with a 10-mile run, we gotta be a little bit smarter about how we prepare. So we're gonna do 2 scoops of our new supplement, the GM1, 1 scoop of electrolytes, and then coffee. And if I eat, it's gonna be very light, like not really much in it, probably just carbs, maybe a little bit of protein, like some Greek yogurt or something. I'm trying to keep it pretty light. I preferably want to train fasted, but I don't think that's the best idea. Also, it's Mother's Day, so we got some dinner plans later. Probably going to the buffet. I'll show you guys that. I think I'm gonna start bringing my camera along with me more, because I'm starting to I don't know. I feel like I record wherever I'm at. I'm not really a fan of that. And I'm like, oh, I'll just record this workout, or I'll just do this. And I'm like, I should just start bringing it with me everywhere so you guys can start to see a little bit more. Because like yesterday, I was like, yes, I was working all day, but I could have at least talked about it so you guys don't have to hear the recap. But all right, I'm gonna go sip my coffee, start getting ready. Ideally, I'll be back before 11 because I gotta go to church at 11:45. So let's get this shit done. All right, so we are just getting started on our 10-mile journey. I'm very excited because, kind of like I mentioned before, at this point, every run, distance-wise, is a PR. So we're setting a baseline for our future runs. And after this half marathon, depending on how it goes, I may have an exciting series that I'm going to announce next, so I'm very excited for it. But yeah, so we got our water source on our back, we got our little fanny pack. Shoe of choice today is the Nike Pegasus. I think it's the 41. It's whatever the newest one is. I have to run you guys through my running shoe rotation right now because these are the only ones that I've introduced that are new, but kind of explain why I chose these and what the purpose of them are, so you guys have an idea, what's been going on. But we're excited. We'll do some updates as we go. As of right now, I feel really good. Slept 5 hours, but I'm fully hydrated, pretty rested. So I will update you guys as we kind of progress through this. All right, so we finished the first mile. So far, feeling pretty good. I think we ran under 10, so that's definitely a win. I'm a little pissed because I hear a weird noise, and I look back and my fucking camera's on the ground. It literally fell out of my fanny pack. So I'm a little annoyed.
because I had to go back and get it. And that slowed me down a little bit. But we're moving. Passed a little over 2 miles. Today I'm gonna try to do a mile per mile update. Because last time when I did 8, I did every 2 miles. But so far pretty good. It's my fastest start I've ever had, which is not necessarily concerning, but a little nerve-wracking because I forgot my watch, so I don't have my heart rate monitor. I have an idea of what my heart rate is, but obviously I won't know. So I feel like I could keep this up, like this pace for the rest of the time, but I don't want to spoil anything yet till I get to my splits. But so far, so good. All right, so we made it to the other park. Some new scenery. Right now I'm running lakeside. Probably about a little more than 3.5 miles. Still feeling good. It's funny because today's actually pretty nice. It's the hottest day that I've run outside. So definitely sweating a little bit more than usual. And I feel like my face is tanning. So another note to look out for. But we're doing pretty good, holding our pace pretty steady. Again, I don't really want to spoil anything, but you know, we're going strong, so I'm happy. We're just gonna keep it going. All right, so a little over 4 miles. I'm not gonna lie, the mental strain is starting to get to me. So now, this is where the confidence starts to drop a little bit because I felt very ready and I might have started too hot. So I have to do my best to really hold my pace and push myself. Because I'll be honest with you, with this heat, my legs are pretty sore. This is just starting to become a challenge. But that's what I signed up for. This is what I'm here for. You know, I was willing to do whatever it takes, so pushing through is part of it. Crazy because right after I said that last thing I said, it's like something just switched. I think after expressing gratitude, I was grateful after being negative. It almost like changed my mindset, and I just got really happy. And I was like, damn, I asked for this. Like, I get to do this. I prayed for days where I was able to push myself this far. So we're gonna stop being a bitch and we're just gonna fucking go. I may update a little bit less. We're almost at 6 miles. I kind of just want to lock in because I hit a state of flow. So I will check in with you guys shortly. We just hit mile 8. Flow state is gone, but I'm still feeling all right. Legs are heavy, but we're much further than where we started. So at this point, it's just about finishing strong, you know, cruising into mile 9 and then picking up the pace. I've been assaulted by like 17 insects and I blinked and like 4 of them got stuck in my eye. But it's what you ask for when you run in nature. But we're gonna finish strong and I'm gonna touch base at the end. We finally did it. Let me tell you, that last mile was pretty damn brutal. I felt like I was literally just dragging myself through mud. Mile 7 was okay, 8 was all right. Once I hit like 8.5, I was like, holy shit, this is about to be a grueler. So I got to mile 9 and I was literally just like, yo, just 1 foot in front of the other, pick your feet up. But I looked, because I wanted to make sure I stopped my distance tracker on time, which I usually use my phone, but to be honest with you, I've been looking into getting like a Garmin because I'm actually invested. I actually really enjoy running, you know. I've already spent the money on the shoes. This backpack I already have, but you know, I actually want to keep this as a part of like my normal regimen, even going into winter. Because we can't run all year round here really. Like you can, but it's not always optimal. So, but I'm thinking about investing in a Garmin because I don't want to have to carry too much, especially like on my shorter runs, because I think you could connect music to it too. I gotta look into that, because I use YouTube Music. I don't know if it'll link, but I would even be willing to buy like Apple Music or whatever. But anyway, I pretty much dragged my feet, and then when I looked and I saw I only have like 0.15 left, I was like, all right, how much you got? Like, this is all grit here. So I picked up my feet to hit the forward lead, and I just started pushing. So I picked up my speed, but my last few miles were pretty slow. When I get home and have the opportunity, maybe even later tonight, I'll go over my splits and my time and show you guys everything, because I feel like a lot of people fake shit, and I don't want to be one of those people that people are like, no way you ran 10 miles. Or, you know, that's why I always show the clock, and I always show the screenshot of my run thing, because it shows the day and the time. Can't lie about that. So, but I'm gonna cool down, probably walk like a half mile, stretch, then I gotta go home, shower, get ready for church, then we're hitting the buffet. I'm gonna try to keep track of everything I eat today, so I can give you guys an idea, because, you know, I try to coin myself as like a hybrid. And you know, I started from the weightlifting side, you know, being heavier. Like, I weighed myself the other day, I was 204 pounds, and that's like 2 pounds down from when I started this. And I think a big factor is, it's not even that I don't even eat a lot. I've just been a little bit more free, because I understand that I'm burning more calories because I'm running, and trying to maintain my strength and my weight, and kind of recomp, you know, let my body burn the fat instead of like, basically instead of muscle. So I'm gonna try to keep track of everything I eat, so you guys can kind of see what I would eat on like a day like this, to keep my calories high, to try and help maintain my weight. But also, we gotta fuel, we gotta recover. Depending on how I feel tonight too, I may go hit chest at the gym, but we'll see, because I might, you know, coming off a 14-hour workday, which I did rest, I didn't train yesterday. Coming off a 14-hour workday, like 5 hours of sleep, and a 10-mile run, it may not be the best idea, but we're gonna 100% see how we feel after, you know, going home, drinking a shake, probably some bagels at church, go ham at the buffet, maybe hit a nap. So it's a successful day. We'll check that one off the list of things to do today, and we'll see how the rest of the day treats us. All right, so we're back home. I just mixed together electrolytes and creatine. I'm about to take fish oil and D2? What the fuck is this? D3 and K2. So it's supposed to be good for your heart. I just listen to what they say. So, hey, Fuse, rehydrate. Because I literally got home and I took my shirt off and my fucking back was literally dripping. So I need to drink like a gallon of water in the next hour. I'm about to go to church, probably have 2 bagels there. I'm gonna try and record as much as I can of me being a whale, and then we'll just keep going. So, you got anything you want to say?
Good job.
Thanks. My feet are killing me. Wait, show them the church fit for me. Yeah. This is my church fit. My whack ass recovery shoes. Yo, my right foot is literally killing me, bro. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
God's name is Elroy, the God who sees. And I think the word he has for all the moms this morning is God sees you.
And our drinks didn't even get here.
Nah.
I have wisdom light here. What are you talking about? Wisdom light, wisdom light.
Yeah, I'm just getting on my food because straight big bag. This is my nice. Alright, so it is the next day. Enjoyed all the Mother's Day festivities and got to eat and do all that fun stuff. I wanted to kind of recap back to the run and go over my times and my splits. The overall run, it was 10 miles, took an hour, 36 minutes, 56 seconds, with an average time of 9 minutes and 42 seconds. So I definitely started off feeling really, really good. And there was definitely some factors in there that I was underprepared for.
such as weather. That's probably the main thing. So, but I got a really good warm up in. I felt really good. I started off pretty hot, as you guys can see, as you know, obviously I have everything here. And then around mile 4 is when I really kind of started to feel it. And mile 5 when I was like, all right. And I there's a part in the video, obviously, that you guys saw where I was kind of like, man, this is starting to become an actual challenge. So I took it upon myself. I was like, all right, listen. I said, dial it back just a little bit. I said, regain. Because the thing is, it wasn't necessarily my breathing. And that's one thing I learned about myself on this run, is my lungs are actually very strong. My heart is very strong. Because through most of that, like, my heart rate wasn't very high. Like, I know I didn't have my monitor on, but I was probably sitting in between, like, probably like the bottom of zone 3. Like, my heart rate the whole run was probably like 150. Like 150, 160 max, right? It was, you know, I was definitely hydrated. Everything was fine. I think the part that messed me up was my body's just not used to running that far and processing that type of volume. So like my legs got, and my whole body just felt so heavy. Like mile 9 to mile 10, I felt like I was literally crawling through the mud. Like I was like dragging myself, and at that point, like my brain shut off, and I was like, dude, just go. Like I was just in my head, I was like, just pick your legs up, you know. And the last like 0.15, I was like, all right, I got to do something. So I started picking them up, and that kind of made me realize, like, all right, I could be hurting, but there's always that little bit more to give. But overall, I'm not upset. It's just that I wasn't happy in the fact that in the back half I slowed down a lot. Normally it's the other way. I definitely think I felt really good, and I may have just started a little too fast, and that's okay. You know, I would rather start at a 10-minute pace and finish at like an 8:50, because overall my average times are going to be better. But my average minute per mile was around where I expected to be. I would have liked to be a little bit faster, but you know, it's not always going to work out that way. So, but overall, not upset. This is my first ever race, which you guys obviously know. And ideally, I want to run under 2 hours. But based off of this time, I don't think that's going to happen, because I think I would just miss it. Like, I do believe, though, if I go into that race fresh and I start, you know, I'm hydrated and I have my drinks and everything ready, and I have like gels or some form of nutrition and proper hydration during the race, I think I can do it. I think I could push myself that little bit extra, and that adrenaline will kick in and push me to where I need to go. So I would have to maintain a 9:09 per mile. That's actually so much faster than I thought. I don't know. I think anything is possible. I think I could go in there and do it. I really do. But then again, I'm probably the most delusionally confident person you'll ever meet in your life. But that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Wish me luck. Peace.